Removing pedals. Sometimes that seems like something that would be a fairly simple procedure to do, but yeah, take it from me, I've learned the hard way. It's actually not as easy as it seems. So whether you're switching putting new pedals on, switching whatever, breaking your bike down for shipping, it's pretty simple, but the thing that can be confusing is that your the right side, or what they refer to as the drive side pedal, the threads are standard, clockwise to tighten, counterclockwise to loosen, but your non-drive side pedals are backwards. So that can be the issue there, thinking you're trying to get it loose, but you're actually getting it tight. Tools that you'll need to remove the pedals would be either an 8mm Allen wrench, or hex wrench. These are definitely becoming more popular, or your standard 15mm slotted pedal wrench there. A couple quick little tips. Before you do anything, one thing you might consider is to, got the big ring teeth exposed there. Good idea always to shift your sprocket up to the big ring. That just gives you a little extra added protection to busting your knuckles potentially there. So if your wrench slips, but you want to always try to get a good angle for some mechanical advantage there. So if you can take your left hand there, grab the non-drive side crank and kind of support it. Normally just push straight down and remove your pedal like so. That's one method. I'll show you another method if you've got a really super tight pedal that you just can't quite bust loose in the stand there. Okay, this is another little method that if you just have your bike sitting on the ground there, and I usually put an Allen wrench in such a way where wrench is maybe parallel to the ground there. Grab hold of the other crank arm, and then just with your foot just push down on, make sure the wrench is all the way engaged there, but you can just kind of give it a little quick stomp with your foot, and that method there works pretty good. As far as getting one loose that's pretty tight there. So that's another little easy method. That method generally just works with an Allen wrench. It would be difficult with the other style pedal wrench. Okay, so here's a pedal that we're going to use our standard pedal wrench that's got the flats, externally on the pedal there. So, kind of an easy way that works for me, that I've kind of come up with, as far as the pedals themselves on both sides. If you can just kind of visualize to tighten the pedals, it basically goes in a circle that's the same way as you're pedaling. To remove the pedals, they come off as if you were back pedaling. So non-drive side here, we're just basically gonna turn it backwards, so clockwise to loosen. And normally you should be able to undo these by hand. If it's tighter than that, you may want to take a tap and chase your threads there, or check the threads on your pedals possibly. So, removing the drive side, counterclockwise, just like a standard thread. That's pretty much it for the removal process. So, reinstalling pedals. Some cranks, you need to use a little pedal washer there. Some of the carbon cranks, or some will specify that washer if they do. Some cranks come with them. I know most SRAM cranks do. Your pedal shaft there, the threads aren't already greased. Put some grease on the threads, and basically just, I like to just take the wrench and run it right through the crank arm there, engage the pedal, and again, we're turning just like a standard bolt there, running it clockwise. You should be able to easily turn, the pedal shaft or threads there, or threads into the crank arm. That's all the way snug down there. It's all the way butted up against the end. So from here, we just want to torque it. So one quick little trick that I like to do when I'm torquing the pedals, you just grab hold of your rear wheel and it basically gives you something to torque against there. So you always want to make sure you put plenty of, good amount of torque on the pedals. I would probably somewhere around 30 to 35 Newton meters. It's pretty common for, if pedals are under torque, for them to work their way out and basically destroy the threads in your crank arms. So that's actually somewhat of a common issue on newer bikes and such there. So make sure you get those torqued. Non-drive side, again, we're going to be going counterclockwise to tighten it up. Wrench, pedal, thread it in, should go easy. Boom. Down against the edge. Take this from under here maybe. Grab the wheel. Boom. Good to go. Alright, so got a set of pedals here that, basically how you're going to tell left to right. They look the same. Well, if you look closely, if you look closely at the pedal, you can see there's a little line that runs, along the flange there, and this one does not have the line. So this is going to be our left hand side, this is going to be our right side, drive, non-drive. So yeah, if you look carefully at the threads there, you can see that the threads kind of point inwards towards each other, or kind of forward, like I kind of like to visualize it like an arrow, and that's kind of the direction that you will be turning the threads. You can kind of see they sort of form a wedge there. So it's common to accidentally get the left and the right pedals confused and start to thread them in. Just cross thread screws up the threads in the crank and stuff. So yeah, kind of just a general rule: if it's not going in nice, straight, and easy, then something's wrong. So back it out and retry it. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep track of all my videos. More videos coming soon.